What's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ BJ Clark, and you tuned in to the Afterwork Drive Show right here on 104.5 WRFU. You guys are listening to the Afterwork Drive Show, and to tell you the truth today, you guys know my message is always about being positive and staying positive, all right? I know a lot of people are probably tired of hearing that, I know, but it's really important that we grasp how our perception is in life, how we view things, how we feel. That matters on how we get through the day as well as the week. And just having an attitude of gratitude as well as having a positive outlook on different things can actually make those events and those current situations in your life just go a little bit more smoothly, okay? But the overall message today is forgiveness. Okay, some of y'all out there right now, and you're probably thinking, oh, DJ BJ is going to start talking about, I need to forgive somebody for this. I need to forgive for this. No, here's one thing I want you to do today, though. I want you to forgive yourself. Yeah, forgive yourself. And it's okay to tell yourself that you're sorry. It's okay to go back and start over. Sometimes maybe we got a dream, or we have some goals that we may not have achieved all the way through. And the reason why we stopped and didn't go back is because maybe we haven't forgave ourselves for giving up. Okay? So I want to encourage you, and that's what today's show is going to be about throughout the show. It's about forgiveness. And how can we move forward to forgiving ourselves so we can actually get the life that we want. And we are promised for the best life here on earth. All right? But you have to have this attitude. You are blessed. You do deserve big things. You do deserve everything that your heart desires. But it's going to start with forgiveness. You got to forgive yourself. And then we'll talk a little bit about forgiving that ex from the 8th grade. How about that too? Okay? But anyways, you guys are listening to the Afterwork Drive Show right here on the 104.5 WRFU. I'm your boy, DJ BJ Clark. And like I said, guys, I want you to smile for me because it's a beautiful day. Smile, smile, smile. And I'll be right back after this song break, baby. Wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. What's up, y'all? It's your boy DJ BJ Clark, and you're listening to the Afterwork Drive Show right here on 104.5 WRFU. Man, I hope you're enjoying some of the tunes that I'm playing for you right now. Today we're talking about forgiveness here on the Afterwork Drive Show. Forgiveness, and I said earlier that it starts with forgiving yourself. All right? We do have to forgive ourselves as well as forgive one another. But if you're struggling with forgiveness for yourself, I do want to say that it's okay to seek a professional, maybe a therapist or a counselor, or maybe a best friend that's willing to listen. But I also do think forgiveness is also about breaking your unhealthy patterns in your life and learn new healthy ways. All right, learn new coping mechanisms and stop making the same mistakes by holding on to the things that you need to let go. All right? Forgiveness. That is what I'm talking about today, folks. Forgiveness is important it's important to the healing process. All right, it's important to the healing process since it allows you to let go. All right, it allows you to let go of anger. It allows you to let go of guilt. It allows you to let go of shame and sadness and other feelings that you may be experiencing to move on from that whatever you're holding on to. And I say to myself all the time, let's identify why we're feeling this way. Let's identify the moment. All right? And what we can't change is what happened. But we can change how we move forward. All right? You're feeling, and here's the thing, once you identify what you're feeling, give it a voice. Give a voice to it, and accept that it was a mistake. And you'll begin to free yourself, and that forgiveness will come. It will come. But we do have to forgive, and you don't have to forget. A lot of people say, forgive and forget, forgive and forget. No, let it be a learning lesson for you. And say, hey, guess what? That's never going to happen again. Because I know now. And focus on your emotions. Focus on your emotions. That should be the first step. And learning how to forgive yourself is to focus on your emotions. Before you can move forward, you need to acknowledge and process your emotions. Give yourself permission to recognize and accept the feelings that you have triggered in you, and welcome them, but also challenge them. Acknowledge the mistakes and say it out loud. Speak it out loud. If you can make a mistake, it happens. We make mistakes. You got to continue. You got to keep going on. But don't struggle to let go. Yeah, letting go will be a struggle. But once you speak it out loud, you'll learn from it. When you give it a voice, and you give it a voice, and it's that thought in your head. That thought in your head. Give it a voice. That emotion that's connected to your heart. You may free yourself from it, and from the burden, and from the trap, from the jails, from the chains that it's got you trapped up in. And here's the thing, you also imprint in your mind what you learn from your actions and consequences. Now we can all think of each mistake as a learning experience. Can we do that? You have to say to yourself, it was a mistake, but also it was a learning experience, and that's the key. That's the key to moving forward faster and being consistent with a better, happier, healthier future. See, reminding ourselves that we did the best we could with the tools and knowledge we had at the time will help us forgive ourselves and move forward. But we have to let ourselves know that, hey, I had all the tools I had at the time. I had all the knowledge that I had at the time. Maybe it just wasn't enough, but hey, I forgive myself. Let's move forward and let's learn. Give yourself permission to put this process on hold. Sometimes you got to put it on hold. Put that blame it on me feeling. Put that on hold for a second. I made a mistake feeling. Put that on hold for a second. If you've already gave yourself the 411, you gave yourself the overall guilt trip, and you told yourself how upset and disappointed you are in yourself, now once you acknowledge that, and you need to put it on hold. If you make a mistake, it happened. But hey, hard times, putting it out of your mind. That's the hard times. It's getting it out of your mind. I want you to visualize your thoughts. Let me turn this music down just a little bit here, folks. I want you to visualize your thoughts, all right? Visualize your feelings, all right? All the mistakes you've encountered, all right? Now I want you to just put it in a box or put it in a jar, all right? Put it in there. And what we're going to do is we're going to trap it. We're going to trap it in that jar. We're going to trap it in that box. And then you tell yourself, I want you to tell yourself, I'm putting this aside for now. And we will return to it. And we will return to it if and when it will benefit me or you in our forgiveness process later. All right? It's very important that we have these inner conversations with ourselves. Now, I journal. I journal a little bit. I write a little bit. I sing a little bit. But we got to have a moment where we have a conversation with ourselves, our inner self. Now, we may be criticizing ourselves day in and day out. But once we start criticizing ourselves, I want to challenge you to take some journaling time. And let's write down some of this stuff. Make a list. It could be a pros and cons, or what you did right, what you did wrong. But I want you to always, if you're going to remind yourselves of all of the things that you did wrong, let's remind ourselves all of the things we did right too as well. All right? That's including your strengths. That's including your skills. All right? This can help boost your self-confidence when you're feeling down about all of the mistakes that you have made. I want you guys to do something also with me here, folks, is quit the negative messages of the inner, on your inside, that inner voice. I want you to quit that. There's a loop, there's a message that you constantly play over and over and over and over in your head. And it may be something that you struggle with day in and day out. Could be weight loss. Okay? Or it could be the fact that maybe the laundry just always seems to pile up. But every time you see that laundry, you're beating yourself up about it. You're like, I just can't do it. I just don't know why. I'm so bad at laundry. I just let it, nobody helps me. I just can't do it. I don't understand why I just can't put it in here, do it here. You know, how about this? We recognize that. We know what's going on. You know what's going on. Let's change that message that we would play in our head. You know, actually, folks, I'm going through back spasms. I know this is probably something that, it's not a big deal. But for me, running is very therapeutic. And once running is not a main thing that I can do, I get a little down. I get a little blue. But today, I changed that inner message that was in my head. And I said to myself, okay, I'm sitting in here saying, I can't run no more. I have to sit out for 4, 5, 6 days, maybe even 6 weeks. It didn't dawn on me today until I was noticing the negative message that I was telling myself. I said, how about this? I know there's recovery things that I can be doing. I know there's stretches I can be doing. I know there's strength core exercises I can be doing. I know the doctor said I couldn't, I had to stop running, but the doctor never said I couldn't go for a walk. So I changed that message on the inside of my head. I said, you know what? Let's see how many times we can go around the block today. Let's see if I can, do some planks or something. Let's see how long we can hold a plank. But here's the thing, guys. This is what I'm coming down to. Get a clear message in your head on a healthy pattern, on a healthy message. Get clear about what you want. Get clear about what you want. Now, if the mistake you made hurt another person, you need to determine the best course of action. Do you want to talk to this person? Maybe apologize. That's important. To reconcile with them, to make amends. These are important things when it involves another human being. Okay? Now, you may be on the fence about what to do. You might want to consider making amends. This goes beyond saying sorry to a person you've hurt. Instead, try to fix the mistake you've made. And studies have found that forgiving others for hurting another is easier if we make amends. But also, one thing I have learned is apologizing for something is apologizing. Saying I'm sorry is I'm sorry. But the one thing I always like to do when I apologize to someone, I always reassure them and make a promise to them that this will never happen again. I promise you I will work on not letting this happen again. I will no longer let this happen. And that right there is a lot different than just an apology. You've made a promise to become better. You're intentionally trying to make sure that you do not hurt that person in that way ever again. And that would be a great start to forgiveness, asking for forgiveness. But you got to make that promise. If you're going to make that promise to that person like that, then you need to make a promise to yourself like that. Okay? Tell yourself, I will not allow myself to get into a negative, unhealthy pattern of thinking. I promise I'm going to uplift myself up when I'm starting to beat myself down. Think about it. Take your own advice. That's the one thing I always say to myself. It's easier to dish it out. It's easier to tell somebody else what they need to be working on. But when you really got to look at yourself, you got to take the same advice that you give out. You got to take it to yourself. You guys, I'm your boy DJ BJ Clark. I hope this message today helps someone out there. Did I say this already, DJ Catwalk? I'm happy to be here. I'm truly happy to be here. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful day. I got a song. I got another song I want to lay on you guys real quick. And then I'm going to come back because we have one more thing that we're going to do right here on the Afterwork Drive Show. You're listening to DJ BJ Clark on 104.5 WRFU.
I'm learning how to let it go.
One of my new favorite songs by Kane Brown. It's called Learning. And it's another topic. It's another great video for the topic of the day, forgiveness. Sometimes you got to learn to let it go. You know? Very good song by Kane Brown. Once again, it's called Learning. I love this song. You know, we do this thing on the Afterwork Drive Show. I want to encourage you guys, if you're with a loved one right now, or you may be at work right now, you may be driving around, you may be listening to us on WRFU.net. Okay, you may be tuning in at home on your Google Mini or your Alexa or whatever you got to get us. You may be listening to a previously recorded show. But what I want you guys to do with me right now. I really do love that song. Do you like that song, DJ Catwalk? That was a good one, wasn't it? It was a really good one. All right, anyways, guys. I love doing this part of the show. Is just to get everybody in the car, in the house. You know, like I say, guys, we're going to just kind of invite good vibes back into our day. I want you guys to repeat after me. All right, repeat after me right now, guys. All right. I want you guys to repeat after me. I want you to look to the person to the left of you. All right. Look to the person to the right of you. All right. And what I want you guys to do is repeat after me. I want you to look at that beautiful person. And I want you to say to them right now, I want you to say, you are amazing. Yeah, you. You are amazing. You are important. Yeah, you. You are important. You are special. You are special. You are unique. I'm going to say it again. You are special. You are unique. You are kind. You are kind. You are precious. That's right. You are precious. You are strong. You are worthy. You are enough. You are brave. You are wonderful. You are phenomenal. Go ahead, say it again one more time. You are phenomenal. And there is no one like you in this whole world, because you are amazing just the way you are. And you are loved. And you are loved, and I love you. Now give that person a high five. Give them a hug. Give them a nice, warm, hearty hug. Give them a wave if they're across the room. Okay? Give them a smile. Give them a kiss if you got a relationship like that. But if you don't have a relationship like that, just stick to the high fives, the hugs, the daps, and the waves. Okay? And just know that you are amazing. And if someone asks me to describe you in just 2 words, I would simply say, simply amazing. Simply amazing is what you are. Phenomenal. I love the word phenomenal. I always challenge my friends to go from good to great to phenomenal and operate off of excellence. That's what we say. If you're around me any time in the day, I'm always talking about we got to be excellent, guys. We have to operate off of excellence. Let's be excellence now. Do you ever realize how amazing you are? When's the last time you have looked at yourself and said, "Hey, I'm pretty amazing"? And not being not being conceited about it. Just be honest. Just be confident of knowing that you are capable of doing wonderful, wonderful things. Okay? It's okay to know that you're great. Okay? And you may have somebody that's been beating you up, verbally beating you up the last couple of days. And maybe you needed to hear this message today. Forgive them, but forgive yourself for letting that message that they were telling you over and over and over and over and over, how you weren't living up to what kind of standards they thought that you should live up to, and just live up to to what you believe that you are. And that's amazing. That's phenomenal. And I will say we all have a special gift, we all have a special talent, and we all have a purpose. Your purpose is not to live up to other people's expectations, but your purpose is to be the best version of yourself. That simple, folks. That simple, folks. Be the best version of you. Promise me, you'll just be the best version of yourself every single day. And that's about it. You guys know I always say, be positive and stay positive. And we got more music on the way. But before then, I want you guys to spread a little love. Spread a little love out there, guys. I'll be right back after this song break. You're listening to your boy DJ BJ Clark on 104.5 WRFU.